minute. I've been hanging out with the ScentShare team over on Instagram and creating some reels and short form videos together. But I am back tonight for a takeover here live, and I could not be more excited. So you have some tasks ahead of you. As you're joining in, of course, say hello in the comments. We want to know who is here, because when you check in, you have a chance to win some pretty awesome prizes that I am giving away, that ScentShare is giving away. So the other thing you're gonna want to do is, for some bonus entries, click that share button. Click share, let others know that they're going to want to watch this video here tonight, because we're talking exactly, giving you like literally all the things to show you how to have a stress-free summer thanks to ScentShare. That was a little bit of a tongue twister there for me. How to have a stress-free summer thanks to ScentShare. There is going to be no last-minute posting or posting while on vacation. We are going to show you tonight how to batch it all out, get it done, and get it scheduled so you can truly enjoy your summer. So click the share button, let others in on these secrets here tonight. And then one more thing I want you to do is comment the keyword summer below. Comment keyword summer. We're going to send you a message with a recap of tonight, some quick links, and maybe even some bonus gifts. So comment with that keyword. We'll get that over to you. Meanwhile, let me introduce myself. I am Becky Launder, CEO and co-founder of Modern Direct Seller and Oh My Hi. I love ScentShare and use it for both of my businesses literally day in, day out. It is a open window on our browser. My social team uses it. We use the folders. We use the text clips. We use the keyboard. Who is loving the keyboard? I know that I cannot live without it. I don't know what I was missing out on before. So we are a huge fan of ScentShare over here because we love working smarter, not harder. And I gotta say, during the summer months, things get a little bit crazy. Over here at our house, I think we have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 7 days left of school, and my kids are in 4th grade and 6th grade for just a few more days. But once summer kicks in, there's like kids in the background. We're shuttling people to camps. We have some vacations and maybe some workcations carved out over the next couple of months. But our schedule is anything but ordinary. So there is no chance that I am going to stay consistent in my business if I do not plan out my content, be really intentional about it, and get it scheduled ahead of time. And honestly, there is no better tool on the market to do that than ScentShare. So if you're not, tell me actually in the comments, are you currently using ScentShare? Are you a ScentShare user? Or did somebody share this video with you, or you've been following ScentShare for a while and thinking, this might be my sign to get started? Let us know if you're a current user or not yet a ScentShare user. We'd love to see that in the comments. And if you're not yet using ScentShare, there is a pretty awesome promo code that I'm going to share with you so you can start a free trial and you can actually get all this scheduled and all of this done, test it out, make sure it's the right fit for you, and I guarantee you're never going to want to do anything else. It is literally the best way to build your business and show up consistently, because the reality is most of us are not social media managers. I did not sign up to build my own business to run my social accounts. That was not in my plan. But as my business grew, I realized, okay, there's all these platforms I could connect with people on, and I need to be there. I need to show up, but I need to do that in a way that I can still love what I do, serve my people, build relationships, build connections with people, and not be consumed by social media. And I think that that's, for most of us, kind of that love-hate relationship that we have with social media, right? That we love it, and we're so happy that we have these free platforms that we're able to use to get the word out about what we do and make connections. But on the flip side, nobody wants to be on a constant hamster wheel of creating content or feeling like, we've become social media managers. I was laughing. I saw a meme the other day, or a reel or something popped up in my feed where it was somebody saying, I can't believe I'm 42 years old and I'm acting like a 16-year-old creating 47 short form videos in the day to build my business, right? Like here I am, a grown up, and I'm also so reliant on building social media, connecting with people on social media. And I'm calling that like my work to do today is to sit here and like create these silly reels and content and that sort of thing. So that resonated with me because never in a million years would I expect that that's what I would be doing for a living, let alone training on it here tonight. So if we have not met before, a little bit of my background, I was in the direct sales field for a long time, built some pretty incredible teams, stepped out of the sales field, built my business, Modern Direct Seller, where I'm working with direct sellers across the industry inside our Modern Direct Seller Academy. It's an incredible community of direct sellers that are collaborating, connecting. You have access to all the courses, toolkits, our social selling action plan. We do live events every month to mastermind and support each other. And I also have the privilege of partnering with a number of direct sales companies and providing their training, doing keynotes at their conferences, and supporting their sales field in a bigger, more strategic way. So if we've partnered together, or if you know me, I would love to see that in the comments. How are we connected? Did you hear me speak? Are you part of the Academy? Maybe you've seen me here with CynShare doing a takeover before, but it's always fun to see who's listening in and if we've connected, or maybe we're just good old online friends, which I'm here for too. I love that. So let's get to it. Tonight, we're going to cover a couple of quick things. We're going to talk about how to stay productive during the summer months, or really any busy season that you're stepping into, by streamlining your content creation process. I'm going to share with you our exact system for creating content to share a little bit of inspo there. We're going to talk about CynShare, and I'm going to get into showing you how we're organizing folders, how we're batch scheduling. So consider this kind of a live demo, because I am going to screen share and pull up our own account and give you an inside preview of how we're using CynShare, how we're organizing things. And I don't know about you, but I love seeing other people work in systems that I use, like especially Canva. It's so amazing to me to see people moving things around and changing things. I'm like, oh, I didn't know you could do it that way. I do it a different way. Or I click here, not there. So I feel like I always learn something when I'm watching others playing around on social or in various systems. So we're going to do that here today. And then, yeah, I'm going to show with you a little bit in the content library. I have to say, as I was preparing for this, I was poking around CynShare, making sure I didn't have anything like weird in my account, of course. And I stumbled upon what they have already prepared for June. And you guys, it is so good. Their June content is spot on. So I'm actually going to open that up and share with you some things and probably schedule some things here with you in real time, which I'm really excited about. So again, if you're just joining us, say hello. Let us know your business. Let us know where you're joining from. Click that share button. Share this out with your biz besties, your team, and so they can get in on these secrets for success over the summer. And then comment that keyword summer right below, and so we can send you some goodies in the direct messages. All right, so let's get into it. Content strategy. Let me know if you love the idea of content strategy, or if you're like, oh, don't make me talk about this. I'd rather just post on the fly and kind of do what I'm doing, but maybe I'm not doing it in the most strategic way. But when it comes to content strategy, I love creating content around a larger theme. So many of the students inside the Modern Direct Seller Academy have heard me talk about this before, and actually some that are on the other side of our business with Oh My Hi, because we offer websites, blog posts, email marketing, and we talk a lot about content strategy there. So when it comes to building your content strategy, I have a freebie for you. You can go download it over at moderndirectseller.com/content. And even if you're a solopreneur, small business owner, and you're not in direct sales, go ahead and grab it, because I think you're going to find some value in it. So the idea of this content strategy is starting with a big picture, long form content piece. So what do I mean by long form content? I'm talking like a blog post, a video like this, a podcast, anything that's really multiple paragraphs that length. So some topics to think about might be something like 5 things that you need to know about new skin, or 3 things that I am tossing in my beach bag from Lemongrass Spa, or something you might not know about what it's like to be on my team at J Bloom Designs. So something that's going to take a couple paragraphs for you to develop, for you to put together. And when you're thinking about that, if you have a topic and you need to kind of get the brainstorming going, honestly, let's use some ChatGPT. I am a fan of working smarter, not harder, leveraging some AI in your business. So head over to ChatGPT and take that prompt. And if you can't come up with something, ask, what are 10 long form content pieces that I could create for my audience based on my current business, what I do, what I'm all about? What are those topics? Find one that resonates with you. Ask ChatGPT to write a long form content piece on that topic. Now, of course, we can go share that directly on social media. But the other thing that we can do that I love is leveraging that content, that long form content, in other places. So that maybe that is email, or maybe that is a blog post, or maybe that's a live video that you do. And then ask ChatGPT, or if you're not using it, you can do this on your own too, to break it up into 3 to 5 social media posts. So we're taking this long form content that's like real meaty and has a lot to it, and we're breaking it down into bite-sized pieces. Because what does social media love? Bite-sized pieces. Things that are 7 seconds, things that are 3 seconds, things that are 1 sentence. We don't need all the bells and whistles and all the details. When we're on social, we're scrolling. We're just scrolling and scrolling, and something's got to catch our attention for us to stop for a minute. If it's going to be really, really lengthy, we're probably going to keep on scrolling, right? Like, oh, that was really long. I don't have time to read all of that. So we want to break it down into those short pieces. So when you're thinking about your social plan, we're starting with a long form piece and coming up with a few short form pieces. Now, if you take this process and rinse and repeat every single week, you're going to have a ton, I'm telling you, a ton of social content that you're going to be able to leverage in your business. And you can take that content, plug it right into ScentShare, and schedule it out. You may need to add some B-roll or add a quick video or do some visuals over in Canva to go along with it, but that's going to be a huge shortcut for you. So once you have that content strategy, the next thing that I would overlay into that is some engagement posts. Because we know that people hang out on social because they want to be entertained, right? They want to be entertained. They want to laugh. They want to have connections with you. And honestly, this is one of the most beautiful things about social media is that you can post something really silly, really fun. And then as people are engaging with it, it's going to give you the opportunity to open up a direct message. And ultimately, that should be your goal from social, is to take things from showing up consistently and moving them into direct messages where you can really work to build that relationship, connect with people in a meaningful way, and then eventually convert that person into a paying customer, right? So sometimes that happens really fast. Sometimes that takes a little while, but social is your billboard. It is your way of putting yourself out there and connecting. And it's also a way to stay in front of people when you can't be in front of them face to face, or if they're not seeing your content in other places. It's a way for them to remember who you are and remember what you offer. So now that we have this juicy content strategy with long form content, short form content, we're going to layer in some engagement posts because we want to get people talking. If we're all business all the time, people are going to tune us out. So we really want to sprinkle in some of that fun, personal content, some of those reflections and that sort of thing. And then the other piece of this is to leave a little bit of white space. So especially if you're in the direct sales world, sometimes you don't always know what the next promotion is going to be or what your company is going to drop as a special. So being able to leave a little bit of white space in there is going to allow you to post more in real time when things come up, or share a little bit on the fly too. Maybe you're on vacation, or maybe you're actually at the beach and you have your beach bag and you want to show everyone what's inside it. You can still leave some space for that. So the next question I know you're going to ask is, okay, how often do I need to post and on what channels do I need to post? So I have answered this question about 100,000 times, and my recommendation is for you to be real with yourself, right? what is doable, even using a tool like ScentShare, for you? Is it posting once a day on Facebook, once a day on Instagram, 3 times a week on Threads? Maybe it's saying, I want to post 2 short form videos each week and 3 static posts every week. But there are no right and wrong answers here. There's no magic formula. And if there's some influencer out there telling you there is a magic formula, they're making it up, right? So I would do what works for you. I'd pick your primary platform that you're hanging out on, create the content that you're doing there first, and then repurpose and reuse it across other platforms. And I'm going to show you exactly how to do that in a really, really simple, easy way using ScentShare. So for us, Instagram is really our primary platform, even though we probably have a bigger following here on Facebook, to be honest. But Instagram is where I create short form videos, reels, and that's where I'm posting it first. Then I'm repurposing that content and sharing it across TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, all the places, right? So know where your primary place is. Identify what is realistic for you to show up consistently, even during a busy season like summer. And then we get to scheduling, all right? So if you have questions on that, I would love to hear. That was a lot. I know I just threw a lot at you. So if you haven't already, definitely go grab that download, moderndirectseller.com/content. That is going to give you a handout that goes through exactly how to do this, give you some content ideas, and then you can start mapping it out onto an actual calendar. So the next thing I want to do is pop on over to ScentShare and show what this actually looks like in practice. And I saw some of you are just getting started with ScentShare, I think this is going to be a really helpful demo for you, because sometimes you just need to see people, see them using it, and then realize just how easy it's going to be for you to do this in your own business. So I'd love to hear one takeaway from the content strategy piece. And now let's go ahead and screen share and pop over to ScentShare. So I am popping right over here to the screen. I should be right next to it. Perfect. Things are working. Love my technology here. So this is where you land when you log into ScentShare. If you haven't been here before, or if you're new to the platform, let me just give you a quick tutorial. So you're going to write your post message here. This is going to be your caption, essentially. This is where you are going to add from a file, a URL, or a library, or even pull from Canva, an image. So if you're going to post something, you're going to pull that image here. You can also drop the media file right here in this box. So if you have it open, you can just drag and drop it in. This is where you're going to schedule. So let's say I want something to hit on Friday, and I want it to go at 3:30 p.m., right? Okay, there we go. We've got that updated. These are your networks. So before getting started with ScentShare, make sure you have set up your networks. That is really important, so you know where you're posting. So we have our Facebook connections, we have some reminders, we have Threads, we have Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok. Those are all the different channels that I am using in my business. Then over here on this side is what we call the timeline. So right now I have it sorted by most recent, but you can also do it by scheduled date. So you can sort by what is going where. So I have things honestly scheduled out here until June. So we definitely like to work ahead, especially during the summer, but having that all scheduled, ready to go is huge. The other thing you can do here is you can sort by platform. Like if you want to see what's just going to TikTok, you can sort and just pull up that TikTok content. So this is kind of a preview of what you have coming up. There's other ways to see that information, but this is just kind of at a glance. And then when you're ready to schedule, you'll put your caption in, you'll put your image in, you'll set the date, and you'll decide where it goes. And this is where it's really, really fun, because you can say, I want that post to go to my personal page. I want it to go to my business page. I want it to go to my Instagram account. I want it to go to my LinkedIn account. I want it to go to YouTube, and I want it to go to TikTok. And you can do that all in one step. So we're posting one piece of content going to all of those platforms. That's when we start working smarter, not harder, right? Is that we are scheduling things to go to multiple places. And if you don't want them to go all at once, you can just reschedule it for different times. So I'll show you how to do that here in a minute as well. So the next thing I want to show you is the content library. You guys, the June content is so darn good. It is so, so good. I am going nuts over the June content. So for June, you have 9 different folders, right? And this is available to all CentShare users. You don't have to have like special privileges or be in the know. When you log into CentShare, even during your free trial, you're going to be able to access the June content. So check this out. We got our engagement post right here. So who would have known? We got National Cheese Day and Ice Cream Day and all kinds of fun things coming up. So this is great because it already has images for you. It already has captions for you. And then you can go in and edit it, change the photo if you want. If you want to switch things up, you can totally do that. The next thing you're going to find are conversation starters. So this is where we overlay this kind of content on top of our meaty, long form, short form, business related content to get people talking, right? What's your fave thing to grill? Do you love or hate the smell of sunscreen? What's one thing you must do every summer? These are the things that are going to get people talking. So you have lots of options here. These are all waiting for you. If you're a fan of games, and I feel like this works better maybe in Facebook groups, but you can play around with it. There are games here waiting for you with the answers. How great is that? There are hashtag bundles. If you've wanted to up your game with hashtags, these are all waiting for you. These bundles, you can copy, you can save them to your text clips, or you can just grab and go when you're using the board, the keyboard on your phone as well. Then there's a whole section on national days in June. So again, let's say we're really excited about let's talk about Father's Day. Most of us can, relate to some Father's Day content here. This is really fun, a fun GIF that's changing around. What are you getting your dad for Father's Day? Share your best dad joke. What's something your dad taught you, right? So lots of options there for Father's Day, but you have this for all the different holidays. National Pink Day. Ooh, I am feeling that. That might get sprinkled into my content. I'm really excited for that one. Who would have known? June 23rd is my new favorite day. All right, and then it gets better. You guys, it gets better here. Like a lot of this, some of you have seen before and you're like, okay, I get it. There are backgrounds for your Reels, TikToks, and Stories, all here waiting for you, curated for you. There are done for you Reels here in this folder. I was just looking at this one and cracking up about it. So want to get Starbies and walk around without kids? Yeah, at Target? Sign me up. Let me know and I'll be there. Date and time, please. Some really fun ones. And then of course, there's theme party packs if you're running parties. There's the different ones for so many different things, right? Let's say we're doing an island getaway party. How cute are these posts? I think they're really, really fun. Cruise party. I mean, literally, if you are feeling like you're lacking inspiration, just go pop into these folders. There are so many great ones I know you're going to love. But this is what I'm most excited about. And not gonna lie, I just found this. And I feel like I use CentShare all the time, but I just discovered these threads and color block posts. So do you guys know what we mean by color block posts? They're the ones over on Facebook where it's just big, bold words that you type in and it shows up on a big colored background. Those ones get really great engagement. Also, Jen, founder of CentShare, hi Jen, she was just over on my podcast and shared that Threads is one of the best places they're getting engagement these days. So I am so excited to start dabbling around with Threads a bit more than we have. So for June, here's just some easy captions for you to pop in, right? Flip-flop day, first day of summer, what are you doing? But then you can get into some other ones, right? So summer engagement on Threads. Oh my gosh, look at all of these, you guys. There's 22 done for you captions for you to just plug and play into Threads. Then you hop over to this one, and this one is just kind of a summer theme. Same thing, another 22 waiting for you over here. So I want to show you just how easy it is to batch content because I'm not sure everyone knows these secrets. So let's say that we love this idea, that we want to take these and go schedule them on Threads. I'm going to click here to select all. Now that I've selected all, I am going to click again and go to batch schedule. Batch schedule is your new best friend. So we're going to batch schedule. I'm going to go down here to threads. So this is my threads account. And I don't want these to go every 5 minutes, but what do we have here? 22 different posts. So let's say we want them to go every 24 hours, or I guess we could do one day. That would work too. Every one day. And we want them to land on our threads account starting in June. We'll say starting June 1st. And we want them to go at, like, let's just say, I don't know, 2 p.m., 2:50, something along those lines. So what is going to happen when you apply this interval is it's going to update all of these posts over here. So we have on June 1st, summer means new routines. Are you an early bird or night owl? Okay, small business owners, do you take a summer break or do you hustle through? That's on the 2nd. Then on the 3rd, summer photo challenge, share a pic. Summer sales are heating up. What's your go-to way to attract customers during the summer? And so on and so forth. If you found one that you didn't like, you would just exit out. Are you sure you want to remove it? Yeah, I don't like that one. We're going to remove it. Okay, maybe we're going to remove this one too. All right, perfect. Easy peasy. And then maybe we don't like the order they're in, or we're like, oh, maybe other people in ScentShare are doing this too. We don't want to have the same thing on the same day. This is also my favorite. You click the shuffle button. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. It's just putting things in a different order. We click to schedule that batch. And here within just a couple of seconds, we have one post landing on threads every day from June 1st to June 20th. Like, does somebody time me? That probably took 2 minutes to schedule something for every single day on threads. So if you're not doing this, let's get with it. That's what I feel. I'm like, okay. And that was just one of the threads options. So I'm loving this. I think this is going to be it's just such a great way to do some things. And then another option for you is if you were going to go in, let's say we want to go back over to our engagement posts over here. And let's say that, like, doing this every day feels a little overkill. Like, we got a lot of fun rainbow things happening. We're not going to go with all of them. But if you said, yeah, you want to talk about what you love most about June, you really want to talk about June plans, summer wardrobe, ice cream day. This is a fun one. How many words can you make from sunshine? Maybe Happy Father's Day you want to work in there. How are you celebrating the longest day of the year? Summer solstice, so fun. Maybe there's a fun bingo hunt that you want to work in, and social media day. Let's say you just want those. Same thing. We've selected the ones we want. We click here. We go to batch schedule. Now on this one, you're going to want to make sure things are happening on the right day, right? So we want to make sure that National Ice Cream Day is happening on National Ice Cream Day. So you're going to go in there and you're going to make sure that things are scheduled on the appropriate days. But you can get in here, you can batch schedule, you can repurpose it in other areas. So I just wanted to show you that real quick. Then the other thing I wanted to show you is how easy it is to repurpose content using ScentShare. So this is another one of those just game changers. So here in this folder, I have a number of reels. I have 14 different reels that we've created. Some of them we created in Instagram. Some of them we've created in Canva. Some of them have been posted across our Instagram account, but now we're ready to go post these on our TikTok account. So we're going to do the same thing. We're going to select all. We're going to go back to this button to batch schedule these 14. Then I'm going to go in and I am going to select my TikTok account. And I'm going to apply that interval. So maybe I want something every other day starting on June 1st. And we're going to go ahead and apply that interval. So look at that. Within just a quick second, we have posts scheduled for the 1st, the 3rd, the 5th, the 7th, the 9th, the 11th, the 13th, 15th, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. I'm going to call that the whole month. We just scheduled out the entire month of content, taking content that we've already built, we've already created, we've already posted on Instagram, and now we're recycling it and we're going to go post that on TikTok. How good does that feel? I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited. And then what you could do is you could quickly push shuffle, and then rather than TikTok, go post those over and make them YouTube shorts. and schedule that batch. Or maybe you want to post them on LinkedIn, or maybe a different Instagram account, or maybe you want to move them over to Facebook now. But you can do that with a couple of quick clicks just so easily. So I want to challenge you to get consistent this summer and batch schedule your content out. Another cool thing you can do is you can go in and look at things you've posted in the past, as long as you've posted them through CintShare. So this is a big perk of scheduling through CintShare. So let's say that we want to go into our history and we want to look at everything that we've posted to, let's say we want to do everything that was posted to Facebook on this Facebook business page over time. So scrolling down, this takes me back to April, back to March, and so on and so forth. If we want to take this content and recycle it to a different social platform, it's going to be the same process. We're going to just select the posts that we want to take and go repurpose and schedule them. If you want to handpick a couple, like I would do this definitely with LinkedIn. Like I want to show up on LinkedIn, but not all content is going to be as relatable on LinkedIn. But yeah, I want to do my shout outs on LinkedIn. I want to share my podcast on LinkedIn. I wouldn't do this one. This is a workshop and that's in the past. So we're going to skip that. Sharing your story and how to do that. Another podcast episode, click those, same thing. We're going to go ahead and batch schedule those. So with that said, my friends, the possibilities here on CintShare are limitless. There is so much you can do to streamline your summer, to get ahead and get consistent with your social. And the beauty of it is, like, you can do that in 2 hours on a Saturday and have all of June scheduled. Grab another block of time, schedule everything out for July, and be able to get ahead. So leverage that content strategy I talked about on the front end when you're creating your content and being intentional about what you're sharing, so you have a nice cohesive theme for the week. Build out that long form content first, break it into smaller chunks for the short form content, overlay the engagement content that you're finding right here on CintShare or you're recreating on your own. And then you can still leave some white space to drop in that content for sales that your company announces or things that are happening right there in the moment that you want to go live or you want to drop into your content strategy. So you can leave a little bit of white space for it. So again, I'd love to hear 4 prizes this time. One thing you learned here today, drop a comment below and let me know. And make sure you comment the keyword summer so we can give you those bonus gifts and additional resources to support you as you're working to be more consistent with your content this summer. And I think that's it. I'd love to connect with you. If you found this valuable, make sure you click that share button, screenshot it, tell your friends, tag me on social. I would love to see you there. I look forward to being back here again in June for another CintShare takeover. We're going to do some demos. We're going to unpack some additional features on CintShare so we can batch out our summer and make it happen. So thank you so much for being here. Thanks, CintShare, for letting me pop into your page today.